Alright, so the new Roblox Piggy update just came out, the lore update, which adds in this right here, pages. Now, there's 2 books in this update. One of them is not yet available, just book 1 so far. And if you click on it, well, you can see it opens up, and it's basically a giant lore recap of the entire story in book 1. And how you unlock these, well, it's kind of simple. So when you first load into the game here after, getting the update, it's not going to look like this. There's not going to be any text, the screenshots aren't going to be here or anything like that. What's going to be here is it's going to say you need to go into each chapter and find 6 hidden pages in each chapter to unlock this book. Now, once we get through all the books, once you unlock this whole book along with book 2, you actually get a secret skin. We're not sure what that skin is yet, but obviously you're going to want to do this. So, like I said, in each chapter in book 1, there are 6 secret notes. I'm going to show you where every single one of those notes is right now so you can go into each chapter and easily get these. So, let's start off with chapter 1. Now, for chapter 1, I actually was live streaming during this, so I'm going to put up clips from my live stream of where each one of the notes is in chapter 1, and then for the rest of the notes, I actually took screenshots, so we'll go through those, but here are all the notes in chapter 1, the house. Where are the pages? 6 pages. Oh, there's one right there. Right here. There it is. Perfect. There's a page right here. I'm going to grab that. There's 3. There's got to be 1 in here. Yep. Okay, there's 4. Oh, there it is. There's 1. There's 1 right there. Right there. Got it. Okay, so that's 5. Let me see. At the vents. Look in the green room. Yep, right there. Got it. So once you get all 6 notes for the house, just go ahead and go back into the main menu here, go to pages, go to the book, and then all of this will be filled out and you'll be able to see this page. But what about the other chapters? Well, let's get started with chapter 2. So for chapter 2, there is a note outside in the, I guess the basketball area on one of the seats outside. There's also a note in one of the jail cells. You're going to need to go in there. You should be able to just walk right in and grab it. There's a note inside of the room where you have to put the plank down. You can't get to the other side of the room without the plank. That room right there, there's a note right there in there on one of the little shelves right there. The next note is upstairs. You're gonna need the wrench for this. It's upstairs next to the purple safe right there on the ground. The 5th note is in the orange room next to the seat on the floor right there. And then the final and 6th note in chapter 2 is at the end room where you get into the car with Doggy right there on the, what is that, like a little the shelf with wheels on that, the shelf with wheels. And then you're gonna see chapter 2. Let's go on to chapter 3. So chapter 3, these are actually fairly simple. The first one is right by the purple key in that one room in the back. It's kind of hard to explain. It's like an L room. It's on the wall. Just look on the walls in the back of the map and you'll see it. The second one is actually in the red door, where you go in, you get the blue key. It's where the glass is upstairs. It's actually right by one of the boxes right there. The next one is all the way on the 3rd floor at the very top. You're going to need the hammer for this. It's just sitting right there on the floor next to the vent. The next one is actually inside. I believe this is the blue room on the 2nd floor. You have to have the blue key to get in here, and then you just get it right there on the wall. And then the next one is where the plank is. You have to put the plank down, and then you walk across the plank. There's the vent right there. It's right there on that seat. Now, you might have noticed that was just 5 of them. And that's because the last one is actually inside of a vent. You get it by just going through the vent. I actually have no idea where it was, but I got it. So just go through the vents and you'll get it. And then chapter 3 will be complete. Let's move on to chapter 4. So chapter 4, there's one on the wall right here by the cabin area where all the cabins are. It's right there on the wall. That's the first one. The second one is inside of the green cabin. You have to have the green key to unlock it. It's right there. There it is on the seat. The next one is in the blue area. You have to have the blue key to unlock this little gate right here, and it's right there in the back on the wall. The next one's where Sheepy spawns, right there on the side of the spawn where the bot spawns. The next one's all the way in the watchtower on the yellow safe. It's on the side right there. And then the last one on this map is inside of the cave, right there laying on the ground. And then that's chapter 4. Let's move on to chapter 5. Chapter 5, the first one is inside of, that room right there on the right when you spawn in the little office area where the yellow safe is. It's in that room on the side of a cabinet. The next one is inside the blue key room. room sitting on one of the bookshelves. The next one is right there on the wall inside the cafeteria. You're going to need the orange key to get this one. The next one's inside the gymnasium. You're going to need to be able to get in there, so you're going to need the wrench for that, and it's just sitting right there on the wall. The next one is inside the upstairs room with the giant table and the chairs. You don't need a key to get it. You can just walk right on up there. It's just sitting right there on the wall by this graph. And then the last one is downstairs in the sewers in that room before you escape the map. It's just sitting right there on the wall. And that's chapter 5. Let's move on to chapter 6. Halfway there. Let's keep going. So for the hospital, there's one right across from the room where you put the potions in. The one where you have to have the hammer on the door. It's just sitting right there on the shelf. The next one is downstairs by the purple safe right there on the wall. The next one's inside the blue key card room right there by the spawn. You're going to need the blue key card for that. It's on the wall. The next one is upstairs in the bed place where there's beds. You know where this is. There's the purple potion right there. It's just sitting right there on the wall. The next one is inside the green key card area where the computers are upstairs. It's just right there on the wall. And then the last one is inside of the room where you have to have the hammer, where the board, the boarded up room. It's right there on the side of a bookshelf where you put the potions in. It's right there in that room. And that's it for chapter 6. On to chapter 7. So chapter 7, the Metro. The first one is inside the orange key room right there next to the purple safe. The next one is inside the green key room right there on the back wall, right by where you spawn. Speaking of where you spawn, there's one right there on the side of the train. You can literally get this right as the game begins. Just go ahead and click it right as the game begins. Next one is inside the yellow safe room, sitting right there next to the yellow safe. Can't miss it. The next one is by the little vent, little crawl space right there, hole in the wall, right there in the green room where the vending machine is. It's kind of hard to see, but there it is. And then the last one is inside the blue key card room where you get the white key. It's right there on the wall as you come in. And that's all the ones for chapter 7. Chapter 8, here we go. So the first one, chapter 8, is inside the mirror room where you get the hammer. It's right there on the wall. Next one is inside the green key room. You're going to need the green key for this, and then it's sitting on the wall right next to a cabinet. Next one is upstairs in the red area. You have to have the red key, you have to have the plank, you put it down, and it's sitting right there next to the wrench. Next one is by the roller coaster, just laying right there on the ground. Pick it up. Next one is by the not a merry-go-round. It's the merry-go-round that goes in the air. It's right there. You know where it is. Go get it. And then the final one in the carnival is inside of Foxy's cage, right there on the wall. And that's the carnival. Let's move on to chapter 9. Chapter 9 is a little bit complicated. There's one in one of the first rooms when you go into the hotel, I guess. It's just laying right there on the bed. It's where normally the green key card is. The next one is inside the green key card room, laying on the ground right there where you put the green key card in. You go in the room, it's laying right there on the ground. Next one is inside the dynamite room. You have to have the orange key card for this, and it's sitting right there on the wall, the one where you get the dynamite from. Next one is inside of Granny's poutine shop, right there on the wall. Use the dynamite to blow up the door. There it is. The next one's inside the red key room. This is the one that you go into with the pool. It's right there on the wall at the bottom. And then the final one for chapter 9 is right there inside of the second building on this map, right there on the side of a cabinet, right by the red wall right there. And that's chapter 9. Let's move on to chapter 10. So for chapter 10, there's one in the arcade machine room on the wall next to some arcade machines. There's one in the blue key card room. You're going to need the plank and the blue key for this, not the blue key card, the blue key. It's right there on the wall. There's one inside the bank, just sitting right there on the wall. You can't miss this one. It's right there as you walk in. Next one is upstairs next to the vending machine, right there on the wall. Next one is inside the vents where Mousy is. You're going to need to go around to the back of the vents. Be careful of Mousy with this one, but it's sitting right there. Can't miss it. And then the last one is in Foxy's kitchen, Kitty's kitchen. My bad. Wrong character, right there on the wall. That's chapter 10. 2 more chapters. Let's go. So the first one is inside the orange key card room next to one of the beds, right there on the wall. You really can't miss it. Next one is behind the stairs in the red key room where you go up the stairs to the little like catwalk up there. It's right there where the wrench often spawns, right there next to the stairs. Next one is by where the tank blows up the door. It's on the side of the wall. You can't miss it. Once the tank blows up the wall and you go into that building, there's also a note right there on that table, right next to the purple key where the what is it called? The whiteboard. The whiteboard's in this room. Next one is inside the kitchen. You're going to need the wrench to deactivate the lasers, and then it's just sitting right there across from the vending machine. It's on the little like food platter thingy. And then the last one is up where the fire is. You put out the fire with the fire extinguisher. This is where you get the fuel for the tank. It's laying right there on the little piece of wood. And that's chapter 11. One more chapter to go. Let's do it. The first note in chapter 12 is straight in the back where you put the 2 potions in and you get the key cards. It's laying on the table. This one's really clear. You can't miss this one. Next one is inside of the red key room. Use the red key, open up this door, and there it is sitting on the table. This is in the green key card area. Next one is in the orange key card area. It's sitting right up there where the gold key often spawns, and it's on the side of a cabinet. Also in the orange key card area is this one, right where you get that, I believe it's the green potion, I believe. It's right there. Can't miss it. Next one is next to the stairs in the orange key card area, laying right there on the ground. And the final one is in the second part of the map. After you blow it up, it's right there next to this tree, right where you get the photo of Miss P. Now, once you get all of those, your book will be 100% complete. You'll get a bunch of lore in here. There's a lot of secrets in here. Be sure to read through this. And then once the next book comes out, we'll be able to get our secret skin. But that is it. Hopefully this helped you out. Feel free to rewind, pause, go back through the video, whatever you got to do to find these notes. Hopefully this helped you all out. If it did, make sure you're subscribed. Keep using star code Real Creek. You guys know the drill. And thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully it helped you out. Have a great day. See you guys later. Bye.